This man gently waved his hand, and the missile immediately launched and split in midair. This weapon was made by Tony. A strong shockwave swept over them. When Tony was preparing to go home, a missile hit them, and all of the bodyguards were defeated. Tony immediately fled, trying to call for help, but another missile landed next to him. When he woke up from unconsciousness, he found a circular piece of metal embedded in his chest. Tony immediately asked the man what it was. The doctor explained that his body was filled with shrapnel, and the only way to prevent it from reaching his heart was through an electromagnet. At this moment, the terrorists appeared. It turned out they had kidnapped Tony to force him to build new weapons. Tony had no choice but to pretend to agree. Secretly, he began working on a suit of armor. However, the terrorists soon realized something was wrong. They used the doctor's life to threaten Tony into completing the missile by the next day. Tony worked through the night and finally finished Mark 1, but by then, the terrorists had surrounded them. To buy Tony more time, the doctor sacrificed himself and fought them off with a gun. When Mark 1 finally completed its startup process, Tony immediately used flamethrowers to defeat them. Afterward, he destroyed the weapons in the base and flew away. Back home, Tony realized that weapons hadn't provided humanity with protection. He held a press conference, announcing he would no longer manufacture weapons. Then, he continued to develop his suit of armor, determined to stop wars. Eventually, he created the perfect Mark III.